Hello and welcome to my Five Nights at Freddy's tutorial in Scratch. So, this will just be how to make a FNaF 1 clone, like any other FNaF tutorial, except mine is slightly worse, but more updated, so, yeah. Let's get right to it. So the first step of everything is your character. For me, for today's video or this game, it's gonna be this character which I named of the very creative name Boxman. Doesn't he just look so spazzy? Next, before I start making the game, I always like to make the map of your game, like the map of the diner, pizzeria, warehouse, whatever. So you gotta have an office. Then, if you want, you can I'm just gonna make a basic Five Nights at Freddy's 1 type map. Like, not 1-to-1, but like of the 2 doors and stuff. So, I'm just gonna be quiet because there's no point in talking while doing this. And also, people say my voice is really annoying, so. Put parts and service here. We can put the storage closet from Bonnie's storage closet. Then, if you want, you can add as many rooms as you want, but just for this tutorial, I'm just gonna make this. And you can label it, but you don't have to. So like, so why am I so bad at? You can just label it and stuff. But there's really no need to. So I'm just gonna do that. So great, now you have your map. And also feel free to pause at any time. So, well, yeah, you have your map now. We can begin development. So just hide this. You want to make your background black. There. Now your background is black. I'm sorry, I cannot speak at all, anywhere. So now we will build our warning, cause the Scratch team does not like when you not put warning on game. So and also name your sprites, please. At least most of them. Okay, you have your little costume maker and warning. Hold up, let me go plug in. I am back. So, you want to make your warning, but, you can, deck yours out and make it look better, but this is a tutorial again, so. So, or you can maybe even just do a little lines to make it look pretty snazzy. That looks completely and utterly great. So, you got your warning costume now. Great. So, when I go to flag clicked, You guys go 0, 0. This will probably be in almost every single sprite. I should tell you. Great. I'm sorry, I keep on. You can. I'm just gonna do this, but you can do this. I recommend doing the same so you know you don't get lost. Alright. When you receive warning, hide, set ghost effect to 0. Oh, not chains, because I did that a lot of times too when I first started making stupid games. 100. Now, I either like to do 20 and then change my ghost by -5, but you can do 50 and then -2, but and like maybe 100 -1, but you can. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Wait, let me there. You also want to make sure. Why did I put hide? Hold up. There. Now you want to put a wait until, mouse down, or you can replace that with a wait however many seconds you want. So, but I'm just going to do that. Repeat, change ghost effect by 5, hide. Now look, beautiful. That's just beautiful. So, now we can start the menu. There. And also, just for safety, you might want to put this here in case you have any things. And then another thing, a trick that I learned from a deleted FNaF tutorial, a really good one too, I should say. Forever, go to 0, 0, pick random, -1, minus, wait, no, 1. It gives it that shaky computer effect. You can also do this with like ghost effect is set to pick random as much as you want. But I'm just not gonna do that. So boom. Now will make our title the thing, you know. You can use any font except for curly. Look at how ugly this is. Do you really want that in your one state-of-the-art FNaF game? I really like this Chinese. I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but this a foreign language. So I'm just gonna put 5 nights at Boxman's. And then another trick I learned from another FNaF tutorial is that you can give it a little bit of pizzazz with gives it like a extra dimension. You can even make this slightly transparent if you have the scratch oh shoot, I messed it up. You can even make it slightly transparent if you have that scratch DLC scratch add-ons. If you're using a computer, this will work. Now we can get the coding. More coding, actually. We have been coding. Make sure that's at 0, 0. Actually, make sure all your sprites are 0, 0. I mean, unless it's doing that twitching, but flag clicked. You know, the basic stuff. When I receive menu, show, then you got that front layer. You don't have to do front layer, but if your character is gonna be like really big on here, you want that. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, unless you want to do twitching, like or like where you like you all mess it up and stuff. I'm not gonna do that though. So forever, go to. You don't have to do this part. There, that should work. All right. Now we'll do our. Hold on. It's kind of annoying me how that's just doing that. All right. Now we will do the little character that's all like up right here in the corner. So I'm just gonna put guy thing. Want to go get your character that you made. When I like select their body. Put them like in the corner right. Hold on, let me get on the menu so it's not there. Set them up in like a position. Did I say that right? Position that you want. Maybe put that back so it looks like he's looking over. Yeah, you got it. Now, before we get into coding, make some like spooky sprites of them like being spooky and stuff. So, like my character doesn't really look spooky at all, really. So, this might not work as well. But I'm sure if your character will look better. Mine looks like it's from a cartoon. Sorry, this is really aggravating. This is taking a lot. Alright, then we're just gonna give him a spooky face. Actually, no, that looks... We'll just give him the cat face. Because I have nothing better to do with my life right now. There. Might want to make another one real quick. Maybe have their endo. Because I know most of you guys probably have an animatronic character. But I just have this box man. So, yeah. Actually, you can just copy this. Get rid of that. Then switch costume to costume 1. Weight, pick random. I usually do like 0.4 to 1.2, but you can set this to whatever. Switch costume to pick random 1 to however many Twitch costumes you have. Or actually, no, 2. And then if you want it to be like he's actually like twitching, you can do that. Repeat. You can make it repeat. Now, if you'll see, he does that. Might want to actually extend that. It kind of looks like he's head bobbing, but we'll ignore that. Well, guys, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Take I might have dyslexia. Take a minute to admire your work, okay? So, then you can also put a delay to how many seconds you want it to be, or like in between each pitch, or not pitch. I'm sorry. I speak like an ape. So yeah, you have that. Then maybe sometimes I like to. Actually, never mind. There, you have your guy, but he looks a bit bland, doesn't he? So we're gonna add some lighting, or really just a dark fade. But so yeah, so you can do that, and then just paste it to all. No, oh shoot, there. Yeah, just copy paste that to all of them, so it looks like he's like enshrouded in darkness. There. You can also add twitching to the title, but I'm not gonna because that's too much effort. Now, should I show you how to make jump scare toggle? Sure. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to make a jump scare toggle, which means actually no, I'm not. Well, now that I said it, you guys are gonna want it. So yeah, this is not complicated too much. So I'm just naming it. Trust me, I'll warn you when it gets complicated. So now you wanna go into the costume editor, just make a little switch. Wait, let me set that to 0. That okay, hold up. Always gotta make sure your game looks at least presentable. So just you want to always make sure they're set to off when the game starts, because you don't want to. What am I talking about? I'm sorry. Then make on. Then you can make it look however you want, but I'm just gonna have it look like that. Flag clicked. 0, 0. Hide. I'm gonna just do this again. And then forever. Now this is where it gets complicated. I have to warn you. So make a variable, call it jump scares, or don't, you can call it whatever you want, but just preferably jump scares on, question mark. When I receive my, or actually no, when I set jump scares on to N. No, not from MD. Shut up. So there you have that. Now forever. If then and be careful. Feel free to pause because this gets complicated. I mean, that's if you're new. If you're a guy who's tried making a game before, I'm sure you might be familiar with this. But if mouse down and touching mouse pointer, if then thing equals jump scares on equals N, set it to Y. Else, set it to N. Great. Now it's finished, but we gotta make it look like look like it works. So there, we can play test our game now. So warning, spooky. Oh no, why is it doing that? Simple. You can right after this, like right here, wait until not mouse down. The mouse. What? Okay. Now look. Now it looks a bit ugly for me. So I'm gonna add the twitch effect just so it looks like blends in. Or not blends in, but like looks like everything else. There. We have a jump scare toggle. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting invested. So actually I'm gonna put that down a little. minus 25. Oh wait, yeah, shoot. Too much effort. Okay. Perfect. Now, now, do you want static? You don't have to do static, but I'm gonna do it, even though I never do it in my own games. Because I know most of you are gonna want to do static. So, if we just, go up here, ignore this, below me, static, GIF. Now, you want to go on, like, one of these static GIFs, make sure it says GIF on it, click on it. If it does that moving thing, that means it's good. But I'm just gonna look for some more. You don't want the static to be a static image. Get what I did there. I'm sorry. You want to save the image to your files. I haven't nothing really like sensitive here, so I don't even really care. So save. Now you won't have it there. Go here. Now you're gonna make a new sprite. Call it, stat. There's another reason I had you do this form of clicking instead of when sprite clicked. When sprite clicked sucks for FNaF games. Cause you can with this, like, here, say I put a big black square over jump scares. Now I can still press it, but if I had a sprite click block, I wouldn't be able to. So that's why that other form of clicking is so much better. Alright, upload television static. Boom. Static. But it's a little small. You see what I mean? It's a little small. So, menu. Just copy and paste that again. Go to front layer, show. Set size. Let me try this. Set size to 250. Will that fit? Wait, let me go make sure it's at 0, 0. Now you want to set it size to like is big enough where it fits the screen, and set it to 0, 0 like every other sprite. Forever. Next costume. Now look, but you can't see anything, so that's why the ghost effect block will come back in handy. I'm just gonna set it to 70, so it there. Yeah. Now, do you want menu music? Yes, indeed, you do. Of course you do. So, hold on. Undetermined. No, I'll just use this for now. So, cut off. You don't have to do this for this. You can use whatever song you want for your main menu theme. Maybe even California Girls. I do not care what you do to make, like, cosmetically to your game. Now, if you see, hold up, I trimmed it too long. Hold up. Boom. Perfect. Beautiful. So, I am entitled, by the way, but, forever. Sound. Play. Play sound until done, not start sound, because look at what happens when you... It never plays. That's why you need... Now, you want to set the volume to 100 there? Now, it looks pretty good, huh? Yeah, I thought so too. It's beautiful. Yours is too, even though I'm not looking at it. But alright, now we can do our start game button. Or, like, you get what I mean. So, new game. I'm just gonna copy this. I said, by the way, this song is from Project Readjusted 1. In case you like it and want to listen to it. I bet you're grateful I did that, huh? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Alright. Oh, I forgot to do something. You see how the static's not covering that? That's because you always wanted to go to the front layer. There. Alright, now we can... Actually, we can probably... No, here, don't do that. Just copy the main 2 pieces you always need for every main sprite. Forever. Do that. Boom. I'm gonna stop this. You're getting tired of listening to that. Okay. Forever. Oh, dang. This video is getting long. Here, I'll finish up and get this done real quick. Forever. Forever. If then. We won't be needing a variable for this sprite, by the way. So, don't worry. This is easy. If touching mouse pointer and mouse down, I should warn you, with this type of clicking, it on mobile, even if you touch it with your finger, it still sends you in there, even if you haven't clicked. So, because I know from experience. So, forever, if touching mouse pointer and mouse down, you want to broadcast, menu hide. Perfect. Alright. Now, when I receive menu, alright, wait, actually, also broadcast newspaper. Okay, I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second. When I receive menu hide, you want to do hide, of course, control, stop, other scripts and sprite. There. Now you just want to drag and drop this into every sprite except for the warning and the top warning and your sprites, okay? So all of the things on the menu, you want to drag and drop that to all things on. Now, wait, I can't click it. You see? You need to add a hitbox behind it. Now, if you have like a background and you have a computer, get Scratch add-ons and just set the opacity to sit like really low. Because if I have something behind it, it's going to be really hard to see the hitbox. But yeah, see, I can click there now, and it hides everything. Perfect. But you noticed something there? It doesn't make the little special effect like the X right there if you hover above it with your mouse. So why am I talking? Whatever. Circle. You can put whatever shape you really want. But also the reason I make these sprites because there's this dumb thing in Scratch where if you copy and paste something in the same sprite, it goes off-center for some reason. But if you copy, go to another costume, and then paste it, it doesn't do that. So that's why, if you wanted an explanation to why I'm doing that, that's why. So okay, wait, pause real quick. Most of you guys probably don't have the pause button. I have ultimate power. Alright, now we have to program. The word program just sounds so fucking cringy to me. Forever. Only if touching mouse pointer. Wait, no. If then else. If then else, if touching mouse pointer. Switch costume to costume 2, else switch costume to costume 1. Alright, boom. Now you have that. Alright. Now we're gonna just quickly, but really quickly, do the newspaper, and then I'll do the office probably in the next part because this video's getting long. Duplicate new game. Make sure X is at 0. Now I'm personally gonna. I don't feel like we're gonna do the sprite, but lowering the sprite down like that, like that. So I'm just gonna, cause I don't want to have to do that. So I'm just gonna do it with this. 50, is that good? That's perfect. Alright, now you can go into here if you're doing it. Minus 50, because you don't want to be in setback. Now, you can make this say continue. Yeah, I know you could have just copied that, but what's the fun of that? I know I was saying no too much effort, but I already started doing it, so. Alright, just move the switch. Oh yeah, got the hitbox. There. No, we don't gotta change very many things to make this better, so just broadcast night screen. I did not do it. Night screen. There. And one thing I forgot, you're gonna have to make a new variable, and then night number. In case you didn't know, the hashtag means number. Like, it just means number in general. That's for all you youngins, other youngins. I'm sorry. Set night number to 1. There. Now, if you're worried how we don't have enough room to like fit like the extras, night 6, custom night, don't worry, because we're not doing extras or night. We're only doing extras in night 6. We're not. I don't feel like doing custom night, even though it's super easy. Go watch how to scratch this tutorial on custom night. So, alright, good. Should work. Alright, all we have to do next is the newspaper. Wait, let me test it. Oh, and also hide. Oh, shoot. It seems that Oh, I know what's going on here. Minus 51 to minus 50. Perfect. So. Oh, sorry if you hear a bunch of feedback. That might be my birds. I have pet birds. Or it might be just the fact that I have a laptop and it's my clothes are rubbing all over the speaker, which for some reason is below the laptop. So, all right. Now we just gotta make our newspaper. This is probably gonna be similar to the Herald series to paper. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna add an outline to it real quick because my game's gonna be cartoonish, like the Game Over's pilot. So just I'm gonna pause and just make my newspaper. I'll come back whenever it's done because this video is getting pretty long. This is a pretty snazzy newspaper, as you can see. Just don't look too deep. Now flag click 0 0 hide. I'm gonna probably shoot. I need to get verified on my YouTube account so I can upload this. Oh, great. That's gonna be a trouble. Anyway, when I receive newspaper, set ghost to 0 show. We are family friendly on this channel, totally. Show. Repeat. I've given up. Whatever. No, actually, I haven't because I'm still doing it. Wait, no, that's going to be 100. Shoot. -5. Wait, until mouse down so people can read it. As if anybody would like to read that. But, with my beautiful typing skills. Birds, shut up! Hold up. I apologize, my budgies, for making a little bit of noise. But don't worry, I silenced them, I think. So, alright, hide. These damn birds. Broadcast night screen. Boom. And also, you might here. Wait, I forgot something again. Shadows. I'm sorry, but I have to play test it again. Okay. Hello, I'm Boxman. Come spend only 5 nights in my pizzeria, cause I ain't gonna give you lots of money. Okay. Perfect. Now we have to make the night screen. Cause night screen. There, perfect. I spelled night right. I spelled the word night right. Okay? Don't be mad at me. Fine, I'll change it. Whatever. You don't have to make it that big, but I'm gonna. Duplicate that. 5 times. Yeah, totally 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're done. Actually, we're not done at all. We just gotta do all that. I'm sorry. I feel like my mental health has decreased during this tutorial, which is that's not as bad as how it is most of the time. My little brother's usually tormenting me, but I'm home alone, so I can record this. Yay. When I receive night screen, show front layer, wait 2 seconds or something, hide. Oh wait, yeah. Switch costume to the night number. Hide. Broadcast. Not one. Night. Start. Start. Alright, boom. This first tutorial is finished. Now before you leave and go play test your game, I have to play test mine and leave you behind. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see here. Spoopy game or something. Jump scares. Works. New game. Continue. We'll do new game first. Hello, I'm Boxman. Come spend only 5 nights in my pizzeria. Wait, did the night screen show? I wasn't paying attention. Hold up. Do that again. Alright, it does work. My consciousness disappeared. Wait. So, if I set the night number to, let's say, like, 4. Now, will the night say 4? Yeah. As you can see, if I do it now with, 6, yeah, alright, it does work. So, yeah, that definitely works. Correct. So, alright, have a good day, and hopefully I don't get demotivated and cancel the series. Bye-bye, gamers. Hold up, 1 second. Before you leave, don't leave me here. Alright, sound buttons.